There, it's Leah. I was in Vancouver last week at a mastermind and with a bunch of other entrepreneurs, and we were talking about building our business and growing our business and next steps and what are the things that we want to improve on and work on. And one of the things that I said I really wanted to do is I wanted to continue to connect with my audience, connect with people, but on a much more personal basis. I already have my podcast, Building Resilience, and I also have that up on YouTube now. And as much as I love doing it, I'm not going to stop doing it. I'm going to continue doing it. I really also wanted a way to connect more informally. One of the things that I teach about, obviously, is all about nervous system regulation and nervous system resilience. And I decided that I want to create a challenge for myself. As much as I teach and I believe everything I teach, I'm also a human, and I am working on all of these things every single day myself. I'm working on constantly regulating, building up my daily practice, building up regulating in every moment, using the safety sequence. So I decided to challenge myself. I'm not super comfortable in front of the camera, especially if I'm not made up and I'm just sort of, ad-libbing it and just moving from there. And I decided that's what I want to do. As I was going for my walk this morning, there's a lot going on. I've got a lot on my mind. I decided I'm going to start and make the video now, even though I haven't even done an introduction video. I haven't even explained what I'm going to be doing. I'll make that after, but I decided this would be my first video because I am feeling super, super, super dysregulated. So what better time to sort of share some behind the scenes of what I'm doing when I'm in that mode. So last week I was in Vancouver. Wonderful, great, but it's also really intimidating to be in a room. And I will say I am the smallest fish in this room of incredible entrepreneurs. People have such brilliance, it blows my mind. And I am just learning. I am learning all the ropes of business. I have been in the healthcare world. I've been in therapy world for many, many years, over 2.5 decades, but it's different. Stepping into coach world was certainly different. And then stepping into coach world where now it's like memberships and trainings and trying to develop a YouTube channel and do all those things. So I honestly felt in the room so inspired and so small. And I wanted to be small. I wanted to be invisible. We went around the room and we're sharing about our businesses, and every time I heard somebody, I'd be thinking, that's such a great idea. I love how they do that. And when it came to my turn to share, I had to do my own safety sequence. Leah, you're totally safe. Got into my body, noticed what was going on, tried to relax my body and tried to share. And even then, it was a real struggle. The back end of all that, while I was in Vancouver, there was lots of stuff going on in my family. And isn't that the truth of what's happening when we're building a business? It's not just building a business or going to your job or doing one thing, or it's not just being at home taking care of kids, or it's not just whatever it is that we're doing. There are so many different dimensions to each of us. So behind the scenes, I knew we had a family reunion that was coming up. I was going to be flying home from Vancouver, taking the red eye, landing, and then my husband would pick me up and we'd go directly to this family reunion, which I was so excited about this family reunion. I love, love, love my mom's extended family. It's a large extended family. So we were going to arrive a little bit late, and then we were going to get there. And I was hoping my kids were going to be there. Now, as you know, if you've watched the channel, if you haven't, if you're new to me, we're a blended family of 5 kids, the ages between 20 and 27. I already knew that 2 of my kids who lived a distance weren't going to be able to come. And I was super bummed about that, I'll be honest. And I know it's logistics, but I also know just because I understand something and I understand the logistics and I understand the reasons why they couldn't come, I'm still really upset about it. And the normal side of me really tells a lot of stories like, well, if it was important, they would come, which I know is not true. But my nervous system and my brain doesn't necessarily know that. So already I was feeling like, I'm going to be missing two people. This is really important to me, or two groups of people. This is going to be really important to me. I had my son and daughter-in-law who were going to be, who've been in Asia the past few months. They were going to be flying home to where they have been living the past 4 years, in Utah, hopping in their car and driving straight to arrive at the family reunion. And they had called to let me know that their car had broken down while they were away. I guess it's a long story, has to do with hybrid battery. That battery died, which is a nightmare if you have a hybrid battery that dies. Anyhow, they were trying to figure out what they could do, how they could do it, how they could get back in time for a family reunion. Because I knew if they didn't come to the family reunion, my two younger boys, not a chance that they were going to come. Which again, human me, I understand, young 20-somethings, not a priority, but it's important to me. And so I have all that drama in my mind about what it means, whether they come or whether they don't come. So trying to separate a lot of the facts of stuff from all the emotions. Anyhow, so this was going on while I was in BC, lots behind the scene. And then I also knew after the family reunion, we had something going on with our family that was big. And that I wanted my kids there, I wanted the support there. I was feeling apprehensive, I was feeling anxious. My husband was feeling apprehensive and anxious. Maybe I'll talk about it down the road in more detail, but suffice it to say, it was super, super stressful. What ended up happening is my kids drove 31 hours straight. They made it back. They arrived at the family reunion. They picked up my two younger ones on their way. When they arrived, I was feeling super stressed. One of my kids was doing something that I felt was super disrespectful. I wasn't happy about it. I lost it on them. I'm not gonna lie. As regulated as I can be, I got really upset with them. And then we just moved through. We ended up having a really nice weekend. I'm so glad that my kids were there. I know it was so important for my mom. It was important for me. And we continued, we had a great weekend. And then we came home, and I have to say, I came home knowing that we had this big event on Tuesday for everybody, but also knowing that my kids had driven cross country 31 hours and had also had all their stuff that they've been living with, and to get up to the cottage they had to empty a lot of stuff. So my entire dining room and living room is filled with stuff. So I walked in, and honestly, I felt like my nervous system rising. And again, I'm safe. Like, everything's good. Relax my body. This is not permanent. And they are heading out today to their new apartment. They're going to be taking some stuff. But I reminded myself, everything is kind of temporary. Even when my nervous system does get dysregulated, even when I have that height, even when I feel overwhelmed, even when I feel invisible, everything is temporary. And it's a matter of being able to allow myself to feel whatever it is I'm feeling. Allow myself to have the anxiety rise, have the anger, the sadness, the grief. Because it's when I bottle things down, that's when my body lets me know later on. So we had our family event, I'll call it, yesterday, which went really well, which I felt, again, my anxiety go down. And then today, I'm back at doing work. I made a list this morning of all the things that I'm behind on. In the midst of all this as well, I'm changing my website, and that has been challenging for me. Anything revolving around tech makes my nervous system go crazy. So this morning I made a list. I also decided that even though I am so busy. I've got back-to-back things. I have things that I need to do to get my house a bit more organized, help my kids out. I was like, no, I'm still going to go for my walk. And because I know that that's what grounds me. That's what allows me to just feel energized throughout the day. And that's a little bit of taking care of me. And then I decided to stop and make this video just randomly because I kind of felt like this is what I want these videos to be about. I haven't quite decided on the name of them. I think it's going to be the Nervous System Diaries. So it's just going to be me talking about everyday life, showing you and guiding you through what it is that I do for my nervous system, because I love to teach the science behind the nervous system, the why behind the nervous system. I love to teach you techniques. But I want you to also see in real time, because as much as we understand and learn and know about the nervous system, it does not replace the human experience. A healthy nervous system is one that can respond flexibly. So when I'm sitting there feeling invisible in Vancouver last week and overwhelmed at the sight of everything that's going on in my house right now and my family life right now, a healthy nervous system is one that I can allow myself to go to those places, not worry about getting stuck there. Oh, this is a time that my house is a disaster and I'm feeling overwhelmed. Or this is a time that I'm sitting with a group of incredible other entrepreneurs and feeling really small. And it's okay, because I come back to my roots. I come back to my daily walk. I'm going to go home. I'm going to, get back on what I like to eat. I'm going to connect again with my husband. I'm going to follow my lists. I'm going to take breaks. I'm going to do some breathing. I'm going to do the safety sequence probably around at least 100 times today, because there's a lot going on in my life. So I just want to invite you to follow along. I want to invite you to share your experience, what's going on in your nervous system, and we'll see where this takes us. Thanks for watching.